Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I want to really begin tonight by giving thanks. And the first group that I want to thank is my wife, Teresa, my son, Riley, and my daughter, Eleanor, who have dedicated 6 years of their lives to this job. So thank you. I want to thank my mom, my sister, my relatives, my cousins, my dear friends, and everybody else who is here. If we had the whole family here, you wouldn't have any room over there, so we decided to have them watch on TV. I also want to thank our department heads, who have done an outstanding job, our employees, our aldermen new and old. I want to thank the public for their understanding as we have worked through 6 of the most fiscally challenging years in the city's history. The residents I speak with often ask me, what's the city going to look like in the future? And I reply that the future is ours to build. We'll work together, overcoming our differences and our challenges to build a better future for our city, our children, and our grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I could have said this or made this statement 6 years ago, but I am confident to say this to you tonight. The state of the city is strong and will remain so as we will continue to grow it together. Let's look at a few of the major issues that are going to be coming down the road for Racine in the next couple of months. In jobs. In July of 2009, the city's unemployment rate was more than 17%. Today, it's less than 8%. And in 6 years, we have been able to cut unemployment by more than 53%. This didn't happen overnight, nor does it happen by itself. What are we doing to make it even stronger? Yesterday, we introduced the Section 3 program, a program that gives local contractors a leg up on our housing projects while putting our local residents back to work. The Walk to Work program will be introduced later this fall, a partnership between developers and businesses to hire and train local residents around the area where they're locating. In housing, after a 4-year decline in housing valuations and a historic foreclosures nationwide, I'm glad to say that we have turned the corner. Our housing redevelopment plan has demonstrated tremendous success as we continue to move homes from foreclosure back into the hands of homeowners. Moving forward, we will be expanding our pastoral project to rebuild even more homes in the city. The first house that we built was just sold to a family who is taking advantage of a new home and a new life. We are currently building a new alliance between our housing redevelopment organizations and our local veterans. This project will bring together our redevelopment specialists with the veterans groups to rebuild homes in Racine while providing veterans a strong and sustainable future. In crime, while Racine's crime statistics are at the lowest point in half a century, new challenges have arisen, and they need our immediate attention. We are tackling these issues head-on, just as we've done for the last 6 years. Sex trafficking has become a growing problem in our city and all the cities around this country. We aim to make Racine a leader in fighting this despicable crime through innovative coalition building and aggressive enforcement practices. Our goal is to be the leader and share these tactics with other communities to help put an end to this heinous crime of sex trafficking. Later this year, I will be introducing a resolution in San Francisco at the National Meeting of the Mayors to ask the cities to ban any convention that condones sex trafficking and the exploitation of women. Our police officers have done a superb job of cutting off the sale of drugs in the city, and they deserve our thanks and our respect. but they're facing a new challenge in the sale and use of heroin, a drug whose stranglehold on people is nearly unshakable, and it devastates lives and families. We will continue to work with the department to combat these and other crimes that prey upon our citizens and our businesses. And finally, in redevelopment, building on our future. As we move forward on Machinery Row, we look to our next development project in Uptown. As new developers and investors look to the success Racine has had, we turn our attention to Racine's waterfront properties as outstanding opportunities to build on. We will continue our tour of local companies to determine where we can help them grow and introduce them to new opportunities in federal procurement and global expansion, helping them to grow organically while hiring locally. Finally, we'll begin a series of community conversations with our residents to remind us of what is important to them. And while resources are scarce, what is not scarce is the will and the backbone of our residents. And together, that is exactly how we're going to continue to rebuild our city, one person, one job, one opportunity at a time. Let me leave you with this thought. An American inventor, Charles Kettering, said, "High achievement always takes place in the framework of high expectations." We do have high expectations. I have high expectations for the coming months and years. We should be able to build a new attractive hotel downtown, a thriving senior center, an inviting children's museum, and a sorely needed Hispanic center. These are major initiatives, ones that we did not complete in the last 6 years. Let us all have high expectations while we ultimately lead to high achievements for Racine. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless Racine.